All right, yo. Yeah, it's time to cut another video here. Not too long after this Hard Knocks episode, um, you know, let me go ahead and just do this right quick. Welcome back. Welcome here. It's your first time. It's that boy man blows get back to Giants fandom, for the Giants fandom, with the Giants fandom, all that great stuff. Uh, yeah. Um, there's a real disconnect for the Giants fandom right now between the show in ways, but like just this whole team overall, man, it's been a real disconnect for people. And the show is helping people, or should be helping people come to terms and reconnect with some of those broken links, right? But of course, people are people. Us as the fandom, we're sometimes stuck in our ways, and it's sometimes hard for us to move on from past transgressions that we feel the team might have put us through. And I think now it comes down to things like, of course, Barkley, things like, of course, Daniel, OBJ, coaches, whomever else, Xavier McKinney, and Junior Love. Players come and go, bring them in, et cetera, et cetera. There's a real disconnect, man. And one disconnect of the many disconnects that seem to be going on right now is that disconnection between Barkley and the team and on his way out, because he's gone now. You know, I, I don't know why, and I know why we're still talking about it. Of course, it's the off season, but I don't know why we still talk about it in such a disconnected way to the type of player he was and what he is in the league and stuff. And just here with his time with team, man, even though it might not have been great, kind of not trying to depreciate and not appreciate, as it should be, you know, what could have been if things were better. And that's even to say, man, because as bad as we've been, man, it's not like Barkley has solely been bad by himself all alone. And, just because the team's been bad. And I'm not trying to exclude any players or isolate him, make him the most, you know, whatever thing on the team, the most hype, most sought after, most important thing, only player actually doing anything, nothing like that. Just speaking right now, disconnects. He's top five in so many things in the NFL, since he's come in, scrimmage yards, usage, not even his carries though, but just usage in the offense for teams, total yards, touchdowns, whatever, and we still talk about him, man, like he's not a baller, like he's not going to a team, if even it were like something like the Houston Texans or like anywhere else, Chicago Bears, we kind of heard Joe Shane saying this third episode of Hard Knocks, that he wouldn't be an impact player, man. Outside of injuries that players go through, you can't sit here and try to discredit a guy's talent, man, because that doesn't work. They're just gonna make you look like clowns. They're gonna make you look like a clown if you try to discredit their talents like that. Um, that's only comes natural because they are the players that they are. You know, Even somebody like a Baker Mayfield, there might be a disconnect with people when we talk about, his success in the league, but he's doing things and still sticking to the league itself. He did take, you know, the Browns, a forlorn franchise, to a playoff win and better seasons, and then he went with Tampa Bay and did some things too. So, wow, man. The disconnects. And the disconnect, yeah, another one is this fan base is understanding what Daniel Jones has really been playing like, and his assessment of his play and how the team and franchise approached his contract discussions as if there was no other option but to sign him to the deal they signed him to, or to say that that deal is lock and sealed, the best deal ever, even for a quarterback with questionable play. Nah, man, I don't really feel like that myself, and many others too. I'm not alone in this. Um, I guess there's not maybe one consensus on it, but it's definitely a disconnect between the Giants fans outside of their own selves, man, uh, where it comes to really assessing what could have been with his contract. A franchise tag option, an exclusive franchise tag option. Exclusive franchise tag is costly for what it was, maybe like 38 million or something like that. I think it was for the exclusive. But you challenge another franchise if they believe in the talent like that to come and take him from you, and if they want to do that, then they got to cough up some picks. And that was a situation that Daniel maybe could have been leveraged in more on the Giants side, because they act like, or we act like, the fandom act like Jones had all the leverage against the Giants, and where the Giants themselves probably didn't properly utilize their own leverage, at least like they've tried to or attempted to with Saquon here, but misplayed their own hands. The theme of the episode, misplayed their own hand when it came to it, and you know, not to say that they wanted to pay what he was asking, but just where he actually went up and that he would get that period because they probably figured, oh, if he leaves us, he's only going to get 11 million, 12 million. It's not going to be on a franchise tag. No, man, he left for more dollars than what you were trying to pretend like you were offering. A disconnect. Um, but that is not the fans. The fans disconnect is about what the team's trying to do. And we're getting more of that in these episodes with the talks around Daniel, man, and how they seem so readily to really abandon what they've signed up for just a year ago. And it's crazy, man. This disconnect is not even for the fandom in there. That's disconnect with the front office of Shane and John Mara, whatever. You want to count Dayball in there too, I guess. But it's not like Dayball is sitting back at least what we've seen, and talking about, I want this, I want that, I want that. He's accepting what Joe Shane brings in and saying, this is where we can see improvements. So, like in an episode, when he suggests something like the offensive line, that comes natural. That's a natural selection type thing. Yeah, that's good because we need offensive linemen who are going to play well and play up and be on the field steadily. But the disconnect for us and understanding and grasping that these 17 games that are going to be coming up for Daniel are going to say so much more about the front office's decision regarding giving him that contract in the first place, and not maybe fully appreciating how that might affect our front office or the front office into next year. We haven't really discussed this, because the season hasn't taken place. So to discuss it like a negative, man, I don't think it's fair to the Giants, the players or the front office. We have to see what's going to happen this year, but we can't be, misaligned from actually understanding what is and what takes place and what that actually means at the end of the season if things don't play well. Because they play well in the Super Bowl aspiration type play, then the Super Bowl was going to be coming out, or a conference championship ring or a division championship ring would be the thing that we have to talk about at the end of the season, you know. But just hearing the front office's discussions, man, uh, leaves you wondering, what they were really trying to tell us when they offered him that contract in the first place, even though it had a 2-year out. And in most cases, you don't see that for true franchise quarterbacks that a team plans on having 5, 6 years and, bringing home Super Bowls. But no, man, it's funny. We were so willing to disconnect from the fact that this man, Saquon Barkley, even came back. And like he said he would, we can't even hold ourselves to that simple fact. We're too afraid to link up to the fact that see with our own eyes that yeah, they were on the phone, yeah, a conversation was had, and yeah, Saquon Barkley is no longer here, right? That's all this show should be trying to give us when we look at that and we kind of view that, man, because it's all past tense. It's all said and done as far as what we've been looking at. It's rough though, man. It's rough just getting through this, but like I titled it, man, it's been good closure, especially on us. We're more in favor of keeping Saquon or just we're in appreciation of the play that we got from him when he was on the field and understanding, the impact he had with the franchise and stuff. Being a good character dude and everything like that and maintaining that his entire time here. Always supporting players from Daniel off the line, especially somebody like Daniel, man. Like he never spoke ill of Daniel Jones ever, man. I remember when Daniel Jones got hurt, and in that stadium there were plenty of Giants fans coming down on Daniel Jones for getting hurt. Plenty of people that was trashing DJ for getting hurt again. And who was there on the sideline talking back to that same fandom that was coming down on DJ? It's Barkley, bro. He was one dude that was standing up for him and saying, "Yo, don't say that trash shit about him. He gonna play whatever, but you don't for a player just getting hurt." You know what I'm saying? He's one of those dudes. So he's always been a stand-up guy. So I don't get this disconnect we have, man, saying that the dude betrayed us, other than going to the Eagles, of course, because fuck Philly. But betrayed us by seeking a better offer outside of what the Giants was, even considering um, his previous statements for wanting to be a Giant the whole time and every hometown discount that you might figure he'd give us. Disconnect is just too wide, man. It's too vast. And there's no need for it. There's really no need. It's unnecessary to keep lying to ourselves or lying on him, mis telling mistruths, easily disproving ones, because damn, we just watched the episode, people. Why we gotta, it's pointless lying about it, bro. He gone now. And with Daniel, like, there's no point in playing up like this contract they gave him was really as in good faith as they made it seem a season ago when they was talking, oh, he's the guy, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he's the guy that you give the contract to, and he's the guy that's get paid to be that. But the way they were pronouncing these things sometimes made it seem like they were expecting Daniel Jones to improve his play to such a point where, you know, the injury clause and 2 year out wouldn't even have been a thing when a whole time it was the thing to look out for as if he's going to make it those 2 years. Yeah, sucks, man. The team can't do nothing but to play up when we get a chance to play up. And hopefully that's what we're going to do. We just hope that the disconnect that we have right now, um, we can get that fixed so that we can actually see this season take place. That's the danger of it now. Is disconnect that people have right now from Guy not being connected up right, man, and powered up to really get through the next games that we have coming up. So they can say, okay, Daniel has had a fair shot. Okay, they got Daniel, a wide receiver. Don't downplay that wide receiver to say that, he doesn't have the potential to be a 1,000 yard, 8, 10 plus touchdown guy, even in his first year. It's just not the case, man. Yeah. All right, then I guess that's it. It's your boy Blues again. Just taking it all in as we get through it, man. All right. Peace out. Peace safe.